Hey there, hey, this is Wesley Virgin here. And listen, what you're about to watch is basically how to manifest what you want in seconds. Now, I get it. Some of you are skeptical, some of you are like BS. And listen, I was the same way at the age of 30 when I first got exposed to this. But let me tell you why. Let me give you confirmation before you watch this to the very end. When I went to one of the poorest countries on the planet, I don't recommend going there, but it is terrible. I saw a billionaire, first time ever meeting a billionaire, and I was broke. And this person confirmed that it was real. Somebody that I know, you know, the world knows. So you're going to see this person in the video. I'm going to expose it, and you will 100% know that it works, that anybody can manifest sooner than later. So pay attention. Don't miss it. You're going to be alarmed. You're going to be shocked. But you're going to see what the world, or the elites, the richest people on the planet, have been hiding from you for decades. Much love. Enjoy. Hey folks, hey superstars, hey, this is Wesley $1 Billion Virgin. And listen, in this short video, we're going to learn something cool, something crazy, something mind-boggling. I'm going to teach you how to manifest in seconds. Now, I know what you're thinking, that's impossible, blah, blah, blah. Listen, if you're an extra negative person, if you're one of those people that look out into the sky and you see a sun, but you happen to see the clouds, leave the video. This is not for you. This is for people that are positive, people that still have hope and faith that one day that they can manifest millions of dollars. And I'm going to show you proof if you watch this to the very end on how I did it. First of all, it's nothing great about me. I'm a young black kid, born and raised in Houston, Texas. My parents are pastors of a church, got one brother. And just like most people, grew up pretty average and poor, okay? I had shoes from Walmart that I got teased about. I was skinny. I had no confidence. I had a low self-esteem. And even though I came from poverty and got teased and bullied all my life when I was young, I still managed to manifest millions of dollars using something that everybody has access to, even the poorest person in the poorest country. But unfortunately, the public and the masses, they don't talk about this. And they don't allow you to see this. Why? Because obviously there are people on the planet that don't want you to be rich. But Wesley Virgin got your back. Now check it out. So that's me. No education. I dropped out of college. And also I went to jail, for a few days, whatever. I'm just letting you know that, hey, I'm no angel, okay? Just like most people. I'm no angel, and I made a ton of mistakes, had bad credit, debt, and I did a lot of terrible things, as far as with my finances here. But I discovered something that's going to blow your mind. So listen, watch to the very end. And I want you to take that phone or that iPad or the laptop, and I want you to come close to it. And I want you to watch what I show you here and listen to everything that you see in the video here. So listen, manifesting millions. First of all, if you want to manifest anything, and don't even make this word manifest so difficult. Manifestation means to take an ideal or dream. I'm sure you have a dream. That's why you're watching this video right now, right? You have a dream and you feel good about that dream, right? You probably have a goal to leave your job. Maybe you're broke, or you have a 9-to-5 job. You can't stand it. You could be a teenager. You could be in your 20s. You could be in your 30s, married. But you want to find a way. Could be 40 years old. You don't even have $10,000 in your bank account. And you get pissed off and you begin to drink and drink and drink, trying to get rid of this feeling of poverty and averageness in your life. So listen, please write this down. This is important. To manifest, to start the process of taking your dream, which is intangible, it's an idea in your mind, you must know what you want. Write it down, please. I know a lot of you may say, well, Wesley, you're an idiot. And you're an idiot because obviously I know what I want. Listen, I thought I did too. At the age of 29, I thought I knew what I wanted. I said, I want to be a multi-millionaire, just like you. I want to be able to travel the world. I want to be able to put my children into private schools. And more importantly, I just wanted to be happy, right? I just want to be happy. I was a grown man and I wanted to be happy. And guess what? For 10 years, it didn't matter the opportunity that I got involved with. It didn't matter the business that I started. I made $0. Is that you? It doesn't matter what you do, what program you purchase, what you buy, right? You still don't make money. Well, let me tell you what you're doing wrong. And please write this down. The reason why what you're trying to manifest is not working is because you're not clear. What do I mean by that? Well, let me give you a metaphorical example, right? Let me paint a picture for you. If you ever been to McDonald's, okay? I don't go to McDonald's, but if you did go to McDonald's, right? And you went inside the store and you asked the person that is taking your order and say, hey, I want a burger because I'm hungry. Some of you are hangry, right, ladies? You're hangry, right? You're hungry and angry. So it's one of those days, I want a burger. I want a burger now. If the person behind the cash register would throw out a piece of meat and puts it in your hand that is uncooked, you'll be upset. You'll say, hey, this is not what I wanted. But they're going to say, well, you said you wanted a burger. Here's a burger. You didn't say you wanted it cooked. You didn't say you wanted tomatoes. You didn't say you wanted bread. You said you wanted a burger. So that's like you. And that changed my life because that's what I was doing. I was just speaking very vague. So when you say, I want to be independently wealthy, I want to be financially independent, I'm tired of struggling, I want to be a millionaire, that's vague. And when you're vague, you get a vague life, right? Look around. Like, look around where you are. It's an average life, right? Because you've been very vague in your request to manifest what you want. So let me show you what you need to do here. So if you go to McDonald's, what you want to do is say, hey, I want a burger that's well done. I want fries. I want pickles. I want tomatoes. I want onions. I want tomatoes. And I want sesame seed bread on the bun. Right? Now you see the difference between the first order and the second order? See, what you have to understand about your mind, I want you to come close and really open your ears on this. When you get clear, your mind needs to be able to create the image of what you want. Your mind is not able to conceive millions of dollars because you never had millions of dollars. You've never seen it in person. But if you tell your mind, you know what, I want to wake up in the morning with no alarm clock. Your mind can create a picture. And you say, you know what, I want to get up and I want to have a shelf to put together my meals. You know, I want to smell the bacon. That's cooking in the kitchen here. I want to be able to eat my food and drink me a nice green smoothie that's healthy for my body, right? So even you are able to picture that, right? You're shaking your head. Right? Didn't that feel good? Well, that's what you got to do, okay? You have to get very detailed. The brain and the mind likes detail. We've already agreed that for your mind to manifest things, to start with an idea, a thought. The thought has to be transmuted into something that's physical. But to do that, the mind has to experience what you want in the intangible spiritual world first. Now, I know what you're thinking, Wesley, I love you. This is some good stuff, right? But check it out. It's not done. You may say, well, that's it. No. It's something else you got to do as well. And when I did this, I made $1 million in 1 month. Just so I know if you do this right now, you'll manifest millions in seconds easily. So check this out. I want you to look at your hand right now. I want you to smell the air. I want you to hear my voice. I want you to touch your phone, your laptop, or your iPad. So listen, what am I talking about here? For you to escalate the process, you must be able to use your 5 senses when you're going through the process of getting clear about what you want. Let me give you an example, because I know you're saying, okay, Wesley, give me an example. Here we go. So when I wake up in the morning, I smell the bacon, right? Because understand, your 5 senses is what we use to perceive the world. This is how we perceive our reality through the 5 senses. What we see, what we touch, what we feel, what we hear. Make sense? So I smell the bacon. I can see myself making my food. I can walk down to my car where I can choose which vehicle I want to drive for the day. Maybe it's my red Lamborghini, my yellow Lamborghini Urals. Maybe it's my green Mercedes. And by the way, I have all these cars. I've used this process for cars, for luxury cars, for homes, my penthouse, even with my children, everything. I use the same exact process that you're using. Write this down. If you want to enhance the process of manifesting what you want faster, use the 5 senses. What do you smell? What color is the car? How does the leather feel when you're in it? So when you're doing this, listen, this is what allows your mind to make it real. Does that make sense? That's how you make it real. Because you ever wanted something really badly? Say, man, I really want this. And when you want something so badly, your mind starts to picture having it. It's just like a kid right before Christmas happens. And the kid have this expectancy of this beautiful gift that their mom is going to give them on that morning. So the kid can't sleep. Why? Because he's picturing and visualizing how he will feel once he have the PlayStation, the Xbox, the bike. Does that make sense? So this is the same process that you're going to go through. Now, how many of you know that you can do this right now? Well, listen, years ago, I've never told this story before. I went to India because I wanted to discover a process that would make me rich within 1 year, because I was 31 years old and I was just sick and tired of being sick and tired. And I understood all this stuff, but it took some time for me to get clear. My mind got confused. I started to have negative thoughts. And so I had to find a way that I can do this quickly without any type of outside disturbance or any type of negative energy. Does that make sense? You know, I had like kind of a negative dad a little bit. Family didn't support me. Can anybody relate? You know, spouse don't, people tend to only think about you at your worst, because I was at my worst, right? So they couldn't see the dream, and that affected me. I'm going to be honest. But let me tell you what I did. I put together $20,000. I went to India. And one thing about India, the Eastern civilization or the Eastern cultures, they do certain things very different. They're very in tune with the metaphysical side of the spiritual world. And I explained that. I went to this temple, okay, with this group of people. Everybody paid $20,000. As a matter of fact, it was a billionaire there that you would know, and I'll tell you at the end. And I was just shocked. I was sold when I saw the billionaire, somebody that I looked up to. Then I saw another one, and I was like, okay, I'm in the right place. And I remember this person. It was the Indian wealth guru. That's what they called him in India. And they gave us this chant. So I'm in a room with these billionaires, and we're chanting this stuff. Because the big issue with me, when I wanted to think about what I wanted, and I wanted to visualize that, I got distracted. Or I would do it, and I would go back to my reality, and I would get upset, and I would find myself in a spiral. Does that make sense? So I was chanting these meditations, okay? True story. With these billionaires. And the more I would do it, my mind started to dissociate. What I mean is, my mind started to disassociate from what was reality, from what was happening in my mind. And the more we would do this over and over and over again, things started to work out. And I'm explaining that. Check it out. So when we had to leave, they gave everybody this hard drive. It's a thumb drive with this audio. They gave it to everyone, including the billionaires, right? Got a chance to talk to them, and I'm going to tell you who they are at the end of this. And they said, Wes, the guy, I can't pronounce his name, but I'll show you a picture of him at the end of this this audio here. But he said, Wesley, listen to this when you go home, okay? Listen to this 3 times a day. 1 time in the morning, 1 time in the evening, and 1 time in the afternoon, over and over again, okay? You play it, you listen to it, you go through the process. I said, okay. And I did it for 45 days. And I was broke. I spent over $20,000 on a credit card, because just like you, I really wanted change, not just for me, but for my children, for my parents. And I wanted to have options. It wasn't just about having millions, but I want to have options. I want to be able to live free. I want to travel the world. I want to be able to put my children to better schools. And I wanted my parents to retire from their jobs. I just wanted to be happy and live the life that I've seen so many people live. Can you relate? So, came back to Houston, Texas, and I did exactly what the wealth guru did. As a matter of fact, I had the opportunity to get a number from a billionaire, and I was doing it 3 times a day. I was going through this meditative, very powerful frequency. It's something, the frequency is so powerful. I've never heard anything like it before, ever. And I got access to it, right? And obviously it cost me $20,000, but I did it. And I was skeptical, trust me, I was skeptical. But when I saw these billionaires, people that I knew, what I seen on TV, I knew I was doing something right. I was on the right path. After 45 days of doing this and listening to this 3 times a day on this thumb drive, I manifested $1 million. My life changed overnight. I was on an air mattress, and I was listening to it every day, 3 times a day. Okay, and it was just a meditative frequency that I will listen to. It's a very unique frequency that's only found in India. Like people like Steve Jobs and Mark Zuckerberg, they've all been here to this place in India, and I just went because they went, so I went too. And I discovered something that allows your mind to disconnect the reality from what's happening inside your spiritual world, which is the intangible world. And this allows the inner world to create something new, if that makes sense. And it changed my life. I mean, I've been to over 30 countries. I only fly first class. I retired my parents. I bought them 3 cars. I put my daughter in the best schools. Their college education is already paid for, and they're still in high school. I blessed my mom with so many purses, and she's so happy. And I sent them to Hawaii. I bought not 1 car, not 2 cars, 7 luxurious cars. I bought several real estate properties, over millions of dollars of real estate properties. And now I stay in this beautiful penthouse here in Houston, Texas. And what I want to do, I want to give this to you right now. I want you to download it. It's just a download. And like I said before, listen, all you need to do is very simple. It's just listen to it 3 times a day in the morning. And I'm explaining on the actual download why the morning and evening is very powerful for you to do this, and during lunch at 12 o'clock. It's important to do it at the exact time because your brain has something that's called the circadian rhythms. So that's why you wake up at a certain time every single time. Your brain, you have to train it that way, and your brain's going to be expecting this. And I did it for 45 days. And I'm going to take it through the entire process here. Let me give you access to the same thing that I did and paid over $20,000 for. Now listen, obviously I'm not going to charge you $20,000 for this, not at all. I want everybody, this is a mission, this is my purpose. I truly believe that service leads to greatness. When you help people get what they want, I truly believe from the top of my heart that you get what you want. And I wanted to make it very affordable for people because I know people are not going to take the risk that I did. And I know some people, they're struggling. Life is tough and it's financially tough right now in the world. So I said, well, obviously I can't give it away for $20,000. And I said, well, you know what? How about just $100? But I even thought about $100. $100, some people can't put it together. And what I thought is, how about this? How about I just give it to you for free? And all you have to do is just pay the maintenance costs for the server, because obviously I have to run this on a server. And guess what? It's only $57. $57 to get access to it. That's just the maintenance fees that I pay on a monthly basis, a little bit more, to house this audio that is on the server, this program the billionaires have access to. And guess what? I know what you're thinking, Wes. Yes, thank you so much. But if you don't mind, I want to do one more better. Just for listening and watching this video to the very end. You were very diligent and sedulous, and you decided and say, Wesley, I really want a change in my life. If you really want a transformation very quickly here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the price from $57 to $37. It's all yours. And you're going to get access to the one file that I utilize that changed my entire life. It allowed me to take care of my parents, take care of the mother of my children. It allowed me to make contributions and donate to people. Even now, I feed people every Sunday. I don't have to go to a job anymore. You got to imagine yourself in 45 days doing exactly what you want to do based off your intention. And I'm going to take you step by step through the process. It's very simple, very easy to do. And I was thinking to myself, if billionaires can do this, why can't I? And instead of paying $20,000, $37 to get access to everything. And all you need to do is follow this and have an open mind and begin to put your beliefs to the side and allow new beliefs. I promise you, I can guarantee you, your life will not be the same. So you'll see a button below, click it, and listen, what I like to do, if you don't mind, every day, because this is on a website, and I don't know how long this website is going to be up, because I have many people, and unfortunately, they want me to take this down in the western part of the world. Why? Because it works. Two, because a lot of billionaires have access to this stuff, and I was just so sick and tired of my life, I did it. The first 10 people every day, I work with you personally. So if that's what you're looking for, I'm going to work with you. Yes, absolutely. Just to make sure, me and my team will work with you to make sure whatever your intention is on day one, which is today, once you get this, I want to guarantee that you get whatever you want in 45 to 50 days with ease. So once you click the button, you're going to get a call. So make sure you answer your phone. It's going to be either me or somebody from my team to walk you through the process. There's no extra cost. That is free, but only for the first 10 people that see value and they get this right now. You download it to your computer or iPhone or your iPad and you get instant access. And listen, I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you decided to watch this video and hear my story, but I truly believe that nothing happens by accident. Everything in life happens intentionally, on purpose, and it's based off our thoughts. So you're not here by accident. It's a reason why you're here. You can either do two things. You can say, you know what? I don't know if this is going to work. You can be skeptical. You can just go back to your job and work there for the next 20, 30 years, not fulfilling your dreams because you're afraid of failure, or you're afraid to take action, or you're just afraid because you're listening to your friends and the people around you that are so negative. Or you could take a leap of faith in two. And these people, all millionaires and billionaires, they all do. They take a leap of faith. Everybody has to take a leap of faith and say, you know what? I expect this to work. I expect that I'm going to manifest my dreams and what I want in 45 days, whatever my intention is. And I trust this. I trust the process. I believe in myself. And those people, number two, they usually, as long as they listen and take massive action and do this right now, they get the result. So I see you soon. I see you on the next page. I can't wait to get on the phone with you and walk you through the process right now. Click the button below. Get access right now to the Genius Group. It's powerful. It's life-changing. Much love. This is Wesley, $1 Billion Virgin. Let's go.